One of the biggest questions I get, particularly in my digital marketing agency, is should I let my staff create their own personal brand? A lot of the fears that business owners have to do with the fact that the staffer is potentially using their business as an umbrella to build up their client list so they can then take them away with them when they go. Yes, look, that can happen, but letting your team member and encouraging your team members to build their own personal profile will not only help them, it will help you and it will help your business. And I'm going to tell you why. The very, very first reason is if you don't allow them to build their personal brand, they will find someone who will. There's a lot of organisations out there that are truly and authentically supportive of their team members building their own personal profiles. I think it's a great idea. In terms of building your own personal profile, I have told this to a lot of business owners, they should be doing that themselves also. Building a profile for a brand only is something that used to be done all the time, and the owners of the business could quite comfortably and quite easily sit in the background. That's not the case anymore. People want to connect with people. They see that if you're the face of the brand, they're more likely to connect with your brand and use your business. As with anything with team members, if you support their personal growth, whether that be through education, through networking opportunities, through just enjoying their career journey, but also part of that is if they are super keen to build a personal profile, encourage them and support them in doing so. In fact, do it together. Create a situation and an environment in your team where you are supportive of building personal profiles and help them to do it in the right way. Building a personal profile is full of challenges. So supporting your team members will not only strengthen your business, but it will incredibly improve retention of your employees in your business. Trust for an employee and trust for your business are not mutually exclusive, they coexist. So if someone has complete faith and trust and has a relationship with one of your employees, be that through a personal brand profile or through networking, personal brand profile is literally networking, but on a mass scale. So it is nothing but good for your business to have someone that is talking positively about your industry, talking positively about their skills in that industry, and by default, talking positively about your business. I can be fairly certain that your employees will probably have a different demographic than your business or you do in your audiences. It's a way of getting to an audience that you perhaps are not fluent in communicating with. I'm a Gen X and I feel like I somewhat know the language of the Zs and the millennials, but do I speak fluently? No, I do not. But my staff speak very fluent because that is their generation. It's only going to give you more access and more exposure for your business. Them talking about what they get to do in your business on a daily basis is a great advertisement for any potential future employees. It's really, really, really hard to attract quality staff right now. However, when your staff have their own personal brand profiles and they talk about your culture, they talk about the things that they get to do, the experiences they have, the learning opportunities they have. They are walking testimonials for how great it is to work in your business and how you are as an employer. Obviously, if you suck and you're a tyrant, that's not going to work for you.
No, God!
But most of us are trying to create a really good environment for our staff. And so having a staff member with large or even just positive personal brand profiles, they're going to attract other people that are aligned with your values and your purpose. So it's not going to be a case of every time you need to fill a position in your business that you have to go through that awful process of advertising and screening and, it's such a pain in the ass. And it's such a gruesome process that they are the ones that are attracting the right staff for your team. It just takes all the work out of it, and it's magic. Do not fret. Even if they build a massive personal brand and overtake yours and your business, not everyone wants to run their own business. Many of my staff see what we do behind the scenes here all the time, and they would never want to run their own business. Some do, and that's great. But those people who do will always want to run their own business. But whilst they still want to be with your organisation, you need to trust and you need to support them in building their career aspirations. If they understand that you support and trust them, they will support and trust you. It builds a really amazing culture in your organisation, and that's what we really want. So reputation management is a huge reason. There's always going to be people who have negative things to say about your business, whether they have have different outcomes they were expecting, whether they just had a personality disconnect, the expectations were off. I always have this analogy, and I say it a lot with my friends, I say it with my kids. You can be the juiciest, tastiest peach out there, but some people just don't like peaches. You're not going to please everyone all the time. So having multiple voices talking positively about your business, the more it will drown out any negative sentiment, whether they be true or not, about your business. Your team and your culture are the foundation of your business. And by stunting the growth in one, you essentially stunt the growth in all of them. And if you stay tuned, I will show you how you can build your own personal profile. I'll also be sharing some tips and tricks for small businesses on how they can push their business forward using marketing in that space. I'll also be sharing 1 or 2 videos on having a teen and a tween in their journey in social media and how we can help our kids navigate that space. So please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.